do a video about how certain people, especially younger folks, on the so-called far right, force themselves to be cultured. Okay, and by this I don't mean that they're being honest with what they are and who they are. This is the problem with forcing yourself to be cultured. You have people that want to listen to rap music, listening to classical music, and thinking that that makes them cultured. It doesn't make you cultured to force yourself to tolerate musical tastes that aren't yours. Not that I support rap music. I personally detest rap music. The music I listen to is primarily classic rock and some metal. Okay? I do listen to things like shamanic music and things like that for meditation. But that also doesn't mean that I'm going to dress up in a loincloth and go, or some crap like that. My point is this. If you cannot be comfortable with who you are as a person, you are not going to be comfortable with your own views. And this leads to political, how can I put this? It leads one's mind to wander from one subject to another and embrace one thing fully and then go to something else and embrace that fully. One of the things I noticed on Twitter, I had a lot of Mediterranean mids, as they call themselves, Mediterranean far-rightists that aren't really Mediterranean, they're Latin American, that followed me on Twitter and whom I followed them back, of course, and they'd be like, I am the blood of Rome. No, you're a Latin American. I mean, people from Mexico, people from Guatemala, people from Peru, these are not the blood of Rome, okay? And the thing is, even Hispania was the Roman province, which is sort of Spain, not really, because Hispania and Spain don't fit into each other's borders, technically. So, but what one needs to understand, the Carthaginians were well established in that region, in the Iberian region, long before Hispania even existed. So my point is even the Spanish are not the blood of Rome. They are a conquered province of Rome. They were a province of Rome that was made a province of Rome after Rome conquered Hispania and created Hispania. Rome was not even Roman. If you look at the history of Rome, read the Bible for goodness sakes. You have people from all over the place in a Roman province, the Roman province of Judea there. And obviously, being a Jewish people are not going, hey, we are the blood of Rome, okay? And that's the same thing. You're downplaying your own importance by subjugating yourself to Rome, in my opinion. Not to mention subjugating yourself as an individual to a group concept, a group idea. Now, I have thoughts like this due to the fact that I was a Talimite and I was a Satanist. Perhaps I am more comfortable with who I am as an individual. Another concept is the concept of Aztlan, okay, the Mexican concept of Aztlan, which is Mexicans somehow magically belong in North America. They are in North America, I'm sorry. Central America is North America before people start, adjusting my geography. Yes, I understand that Central America is North America. But the Aztec Empire went from Mexico to basically the border of Guatemala. It was not all the way up into like Colorado and stuff. That was the Mexican Empire under the Spanish, okay? The Spanish-American Empire went from like Colorado all the way to frickin' Chile and Argentina. So my point is, people that don't understand their history, because what's funny about the people that believe in Aztlan don't believe in Spain. They don't believe that Spain played an important role in the establishment of the Mexican Empire. They want to reclaim the Aztec Empire. Well, that's already in Mexico. And I've made videos in the past about Azatru and how ridiculous Azatru is, and it is ridiculous. It's also like people like me. I'm a U.S. nationalist. I love the United States. I don't have to wear a tri-cornered hat and sing Yankee Doodle to recognize that I love my republic. I love the history of my republic. That's not a necessity for me. I don't have to play dress up and pretend to be something I'm not. And the reason why this is so important to understand is when you embrace this nonsense, when you embrace a backward-looking mindset, which is what this is, you cannot thrive in the present, and you certainly aren't going to thrive in the future. Your ideology won't make it to the future if you're looking backward. You're allowing yourself to be surpassed by everything around you because your mindset is backward-looking, not forward-looking. And this goes with any of this crap. And I just thought it was important to, like, the thing is, seriously, if somebody enjoys rap music or metal or anything like that, listen to it. Don't frustrate yourself listening to Beethoven or Mozart. And the thing is like this, I read a lot of books on Budo, okay? I'm a martial artist, a Korean martial artist, actually. My martial art comes from Korea. I, however, read books on Budo, like the Book of Five Rings by Minamoto Musashi. I read a lot of books on Budo. You don't see me dressing up like a samurai and going, oh yes, me much dishonored. I'm not going to go commit harikari or anything like that because I'm not uber Japanese. I'm not wearing a kimono. I mean, it gets to the point sometimes where it's just absolutely ridiculous the way people portray themselves, especially on the far right.